Alright, I want to introduce to you guys the best value race bike in 2025. I've been waiting for this bike to come out. I think I saw it pre-released, obviously when it was under embargo a few months ago, and ever since then I knew that just the quality of this bike and all the bits on it, it was going to be a very, very cool bike this year. So, my claim of being the most affordable race bike on the market, and I say race bike because I think if you're going to be racing and you want to improve your performance in road cycling, and you want to, watch your pennies when you're spending them at the moment, cost per part on this bike for performance, there's pretty much no one even close to its league. All the other competitors, well over 10,000, some of them all the way up to about 14,000 for a very similarly spec'd bike. So this is the brand new Merida Scultura 8000 for 2026. It comes with Shimano Ultegra Di2, 12-speed, all the works on that. So straight out the box, has the group set that me and my entire team have ridden for Southland for the entire time that we've ever ridden Southland, which is, the biggest race in New Zealand. So group set wise, it's a bloody nice bike. It's a really good build. Every part of it is Ultegra, right down to the brakes, the calipers and everything, which is actually nicer than the build that I put on my own BMC. So first tick, Ultegra group set, beautiful. And then obviously heading over to the frame, the main part of the bike, the matte white finish is beautiful, and it's got like this metallic finish on the Merida. In the sunlight, it kind of changes color, which is quite nice. I personally absolutely love white bikes. I think they look sick. Obviously the matte's going to be a little bit harder to clean, but if you did want to, you could always clear coat it and then that kind of take away the cleaning aspect. And then up top, you got a full one-piece cockpit, which is just unbelievable for this price range. You would never see that on any other brand. So very, very impressive. And the length and the distance are actually pretty good for this size frame. It's a large frame. It's 40 by 110. A lot of the bars, they come out with these one piece and they'll have like 100 or a 90 on a large bike, which is just ridiculous. Like the large rider wants to be and needs to be much further out than that, especially for a proper race bike. So there, another big tick on the bars. It's crazy to see a one-piece cockpit on a bike this cheap. And then onto my favorite part of the bike, the wheels. These are just unreal. We got Reynolds 46mm carbon wheels, and these are just phenomenal. We've got the full aero profiles. They're super, super wide. These are a 28mm tire on there, and if you put a 30 on, I think you'd have it actually flush on there. So I'd say putting a 30 on would be good. But out of the box, Continental GP 5000s, tubeless ready ones as well, not even the non-tubeless ones, straight out of the box, which if you've been following the channel for a while are my absolute favourite tyre by a country mile. So that gets another Cycling Tom massive tick. Like these wheels, they're all you're going to need. And being disc, you can run them all weathers, and if you don't have training wheels, you can run these all year round, and you can also race on these absolutely fine, and they're super light as well. They're just a really nice all-round wheel, and I haven't seen Reynolds come on a bike for a very, very long time, so very cool that Merida are starting to come out with them. And then last nice piece that it comes with is a full Pro Logo Scratch MS saddle. Obviously for me, I'd still change it. I'm stuck with Physique. Somehow that's comfy for me, but to come on a bike and not skimp out on that price, that's an expensive saddle on its own. Really, really good from Merida. Everything on this build, super, super nice, even down to the bar tape. Bar tape's like they're really nice, coarse, almost like the gravel tape, which is kind of my favorite at the moment. But yeah, all in all, coming in, everything that you've just seen there, 7,999 New Zealand dollars. Just unreal. For this bike to even be under $10,000 is crazy, let alone to come in at $8,000 is just ridiculous. So yeah, obviously people have their brands and they've got the stuff that they like, but if you are getting into it and you want to race, in my opinion, this is an absolutely sick race bike for the value. Like to get Ultegra, Di2, carbon wheels, carbon frame, and a one-piece bar, find me another bike that's even under $12,000 for that. It barely exists, and I don't think it even exists under the $10,000 mark. I think this bike is going to sell really, really well. I think just to those people that, they're not all out there for the flashy stuff, but you want a good bike that's going to race well and ride unbelievably. I think you can't really go wrong with the new Sculptura 8000. And just for those of you that may not believe me that this bike is $8,000 on the dot, I'll even show you. Here it is on the computer. Advanced traders who bring in Meridas. There it is right there. RRP $7,999. That is just unbelievable value. I just can't believe that they would be able to release a bike with that level of group set, full carbon bar, Reynolds carbon wheels, not even just like some Chinese carbon wheel, for that level of value is just super, super cool. So if you are keen to have a look at one and take one for a ride around the car park, we will have one in Marston at the Cycling Tom Bike Shop.